Hi, it's Rolanda Pullen Daniel, a realtor in Chattanooga, Tennessee and Northwest Georgia. Today I want to talk to you about what happens if the buyer or the seller defaults on the contract. There are specific reasons where the buyer and the seller can get out of the contract, terminate the contract without there being any consequences. But if you're a buyer and you're under contract and you see another house that hits the market and it floats your boat and it has everything that you want, you just can't walk away from the contract without consequences. And if you're a seller and you've had your house staged and you decide, oh, I like living here now, too bad you're under contract. You can't just say, I'm not selling without there being consequences. So for a buyer, there are only 3 or 4 reasons why you can terminate the contract without consequences. One is the inspection contingency. The second is the appraisal contingency. The third is if there are title issues. And the fourth is if there are finance issues or the finance contingency. So what happens if the buyer or the seller defaults on the contract? Well, if you're a buyer and you default on the contract, the seller can keep your earnest money, and they also have the right to sue you for specific performance or damages. If you are a seller and you default on the contract, then the buyer can receive their earnest money back, and they may have the right to sue you, the seller, for specific performance and damages. So I'm bringing this up to let you know that the purchase and sale agreement, when the buyer and the seller both sign it, it's a legal document. I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a real estate agent, but I can confirm that it is a legal document. And if you terminate the contract for a reason that's not in keeping with what's written in that document, then there are consequences for you, and those consequences are not pleasant. So before you write an offer, make sure that this is the house for you. And before you put your house on the market, make sure that you really want to sell. This is Rolanda Pullen with Coldwell Banker Pryor Realty in Chattanooga and Northwest Georgia. Give me a call for all your real estate needs.